Well, we've cleared easy, but we should at least try on, medium, right? Say we can beat the AI at least a more normal difficulty, where Major Glory hopefully won't be such a major screw-up. But yeah, we'll stay white. After all, I do like going first. We'll see how this plays out, though. DD's probably going to be like our strongest opponent again, though, knowing my luck. Yes, for today is a good day for science! Well, since it worked against Major Glory so well, I guess we'll start off with this move. And a follow-up. I doubt she's going to be dumb enough to throw a piece our way, but hey. Yep. Nice line. Well, let's see. Suppose I could technically move that up too earlier and see if she bring, Queen D down, but I seriously doubt that. Ooh. Made me feel like you're gonna go for attempt on it, huh? Well, now. Well, I guess we'll shove you over here. Well, what are you gonna do? Ah. An interesting threat, but a threat is all. I guess we'll move up to... Boom. Now what you gonna do? I mean, got me stuck there, I'll give him that. I had two options, back off or move further in, and I chose to move further in. Well, the AI is making the smart move. It's not letting me put two pieces under threat at the same time by moving here. Because then I would have been able to get a free knight or a free rook. As it stands, I can't really pick... Well, the rook would have been 3. I would have lost the queen, but... It probably would have been a bigger thing to move. As it stands, I can't take either of these bishops right now, because they still got pawns protecting them. And I can't hit any of these pawns just yet, besides this one. Well, that would let me throw out a check. Huh. Decisions. Okay. Let's get a check out there. Gonna castle. I'll leave camel under check. But I assume I'm gonna cut sideways. That was pointless. I mean, I know it's being guarded by the knight, so I can't take it, but... Didn't really achieve anything there. Since now, I can just go back over here. Ugh. Boom. What you gonna do? You gonna pull the bishop back and screw with me? Because if they do, I wouldn't have really any moves to put on it. No, gonna move the knight. Okay. Which means this is now left free to attack. Because there's nothing protecting it. Okay. And we can go back for another check. Gonna move him into the corner this time. Well, I can't take this bishop because the queen's protecting it, but we have gotten off a series of really annoying moves there. That has to sting. Unfortunately, there's not much I can really do about the knights just yet. Darn. I'm half tempted to just let this piece get taken and take it back, but then we'd probably have a knight in our face. And have gained very little. Okay, we'll move there. See what they do in response. They're gonna try and set up to take my queen. I am curious. Moving further into the corner. Not a great call. All things considered, to be honest. After all, if I can get rid of that rook and that queen leaves the back row, that king's effectively trapped now. You gonna take it? We can start playing the pawn game here. You're gonna move forward and ignore it. And create a lock in the middle of the board there. Basically trying to lock up the lines for my bishop to escape with. Come on, make a decision already. You're killing me, Smalls. It's like thinking. Apparently I have to think about this really hard. It's gonna lock us down, yeah. So we can't force a piece exchange. Well, I guess we can start moving more pawns. Eventually they're gonna start smashing up the pawn line. Question is when, and where, and for what. Come on, give me a move. I mean, take it with the knight for all I care, just give me a move. Come on. Dee Dee really doesn't like this board, like, at all. Like, she can't figure out what she wants to do. That won't, you know, put her at risk. Okay, so ultimately she's gonna take that pawn. And I guess I'll bring the knight out. Boom. Just whack it. Now what's she going to do? Is she gonna try and block that pawn's advance? That way I can't protect it if I put it on the front of the knight there. I mean, it is an option. Come on, do something. Or if I take that, you know, fail to bring out the rook. Honestly, I wouldn't be able to move that monkey anyway because it's protecting my rook right now. If that piece gets taken out, not that'd be our primary target. Okay, moving on the rook, huh? Don't exactly sure why on that one. Okay. Well, we'll put pressure here on the knight. Please make a move. Yeah, I got the AI in a stumped apparently. Ugh. Do something. I don't care if it's risky and stupid at this point. Something. Come on. Take it. I dare you. Waiting for the AI to make a move is just torturous here. Like, please do something. Like, its program doesn't know how to compensate for this. It's too hard. Ugh, darn it. Come on. It's been like almost a minute already. Like, do something. Ugh. Anything. Try and bring up the other pawn to block me. It wouldn't stop me here, obviously, but it'd be something. All that just to think to move the knight back a spot and throw the queen under risk. Okay. Well, that just means I can move over here and potentially take this pawn for free and continue to hold the back line. Because I can't really move in here, I get taken out. Still can't take that. Okay, let's move back one, I guess. They have to hate that queen being up in there. I'm trying to force Dee to make some bad moves, obviously. I'm just not getting it. Like, I can do a queen exchange here, but I don't want to do that. Ah, lining up to take my, knight. Okay. Well, we'll protect the knight with the other knight. Geez, like, I just gotta get on this action at this point. Like, even if it's bad action, I still gotta take it. Well, that takes care of the queen. And losing a horse to do that doesn't really hurt me. At this point, you know, our next move, assuming the rook doesn't, you know, do anything crazy, is just gonna smash that pawn. Try and take it next. Okay. I think we could technically... No, that puts us at risk at this knight, so I can't slide there. Okay. Oh, the bishop's gonna come down next. Nice. But, you know, if I have to sacrifice a pawn for that, that's okay. Problem is I have to move the king forward to protect myself, aren't I? Otherwise, you know, gonna come in and take the knight and put me on check again. So I suppose I could technically just move on my bishop here as well, right? Equally forms protective line, after all. Boom. Well, we got another piece exchange going on. Now what's the move gonna be? I guess technically, I throw away the other bishop and attack at this point. I'm not sure. I'll try and get the king out. That's probably the best move. Obviously, I'm just gonna go around and down, try and threaten it, but if it can get out from behind, I'm gonna have to use a lot more strategy to try and lock it. Okay. We're gonna threaten the king, obviously, here. Problem is it can't escape because it got to the edge. It can throw itself up. Or it can bring the knight down to block it. No, it's gonna bring the king forward. Foolish. Because this means we can come down here and threaten this piece easily. We'll just take the rook out of play. DD's really starting to run out of power pieces here. Gonna have to start making a stand with them. So let's face it, the few pawns she has left are not very threatening. Okay. There's no denying that this is gonna be a lost pawn to the knight there. There's not much I can really do to save it. There's not much I'd be willing to do to save it. Let's just lock you up. Boom. Yeah, I know. So that'll stop just short, so I can come in here and just threaten to take this one. Just fine. Yeah, those knights placements on the board just always look so crappy. But I guess we'll take this piece. You know, we'll pay you back, pawn for a pawn. Trying to protect the last few pawns there, huh? It's not very effective though, because that just means I can put you back in check by going down here and pushing you back out. Now I got no choice but to let me have a free pawn. We'll smack that. I'm not sure what that's trying to threaten. Like, you can take the bishop, that's not going to do anything. Because I just take your knight with my king. Huh. The annoying part. Yep. Well, we can throw you back there. Ah, a check. Okay. Check. Can't take the queen, so you're gonna have to back up. Can't defend it there. Can't defend it there. I can defend it here and get another check in. These two are guarding each other now, aren't they? Yeah. I may just have to accept a loss here, just to get rid of, you know, last of the major power pieces. Ooh. Bringing the knight in to take care of old Dexter, though, huh? Ooh. Old lady makeover. Ugh. Well, I guess we can throw a check out there. Well, check. Why not? Gonna move further in. Well, no. Doesn't really have anywhere to go at this point. Like, he can, take the, pawn, I suppose, you as a screw you move. Um, stuck. That was probably the worst move you could make. Because now you don't have the protection of the bishop to stop me from just ramming down this line. The king's trapped in the wall with literally nowhere to go. Dee Dee dragged it out, but she started making the bad moves first because she ran out of good moves and just got screwed. Yep. Left me with my queen and both rooks, so I was able to easily pin the king into a series of lines where I had no choice but to keep backing, to one side of the board where it was hopeless unless they could bring the knight into play, and just never took the time to set itself up right for it. But I suppose there's no good way you could have swung the knight around to try and threaten the queen or whatnot either, really. Well, I guess the knight could have came down here, then maybe slid. Nah, it would have been right next to my pawn. Could have gone here for a check and forced me to move, I guess, but that would have just delayed the inevitable at most, and I probably just would have came down and smacked it. Yeah, I guess Dee Dee did run out of plays. Well, that does it for this episode. Next time, it's on to Major Glory, and let's see if he's gotten a lot better, right? Until then, see ya.